You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's Snooki and Jwoww After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Snooki and Jwoww After Show.
Oh, dang. Keep going, Charlotte. Come on. All right. Slow clap. Good job.
Oh, no.
You thought I was going to go in there with you, didn't I? Tricked you.
Well, I thought I was that part of the song.
All right. Hey, everyone. We're here, Snooki and Jwoww, yet again. Episode 8. It is what was the episode called? We
Making Dinner.
We Can Cook, but we. I can't do a French accent, so I'm just gonna not try that one. Okay, We Can Cook. They definitely had a play on words tonight, which they usually do. You know, with the vowels instead of vows. They always have a something.
Yeah.
Oh, but anyway, hey, I'm Ashley.
I was
Sorry.
gonna say attentive.
All right.
I don't even know how she said it.
Hi, Charlotte.
Hey guys. Charlotte Broadbent, what's up, everyone?
Hey, Ashley Daniels. Okay, we get so excited now. This show is getting more and more fun. We just feel like we're kids in like a candy store with this show. It's lots of fun, lots to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask you. Okay, so obviously last week, as all of our viewers know, we touched on what making love is, what we considered making love. We were having fun with that conversation, but today, Jenni and Roger's doctor actually informed us what making love is.
They actually spoke about making love. How perfect, since that was pretty much our whole topic last week.
I know. It's like we were so ahead of the game. He says, I like the term making love. And
me too.
We said last week, I mentioned whispering would be one of them. I mean, clearly I'm not making love every day because I'm like trying to figure out what the hell it is. I'm like whispering, sensual. But they said,
but yeah,
what are some of the things they said?
Kissing, being intimate, taking it slow. Caressing and touching. And that's was that similar to what we were saying last week?
Yes, it was. But you know, just like, it was funny because Jenni kind of is like me with kind of making it. She said, oh, well, it feels like when Roger does that, it's like a perv, like touching me and caressing. And when you think about it, it's kind of weird. Like you're some like science project or you're just some type of like statue or pet or something, petting, caressing, watching. It was just like creepy. I'm like, ugh.
Well,
like,
the way he was doing, like touching her leg, it's like, okay, you really are being super creepy.
Yeah, like if you ever had an old man hit on you, like a really old man,
right?
And they think they're young and they think that for some reason there's a chance and they're really old, and the one thing they like to do is they like to slowly be like, you're so pretty or something, but it's like really slow. It's like, let go of my finger, please, please let go. And they just like, you're like, okay, bye.
It's like, okay, you're like my dad or granddad's
yes.
age.
I don't think a lot of girls think about that. No,
I don't think a lot of men that hit on the girls. And when I waitress, a lot of guys 50 plus like leave their phone numbers. I can't fathom it. Maybe it's the restaurant I work. I don't know. It's strange. But he's like older. I don't know. It was just that like slow older person.
But it's funny that we think that because we're younger and we do get hit on by older men. I've been hit on by more girls and old men in my life. I'm like, I went to an all girls high school, so I had more lesbians hitting on me than guys. And then I'm out of high school and it's all old men. I'm like, what is wrong with me? I don't understand.
Is this the kind of people we attract?
But that's why I think maybe we think that it's kind of creepy and perverted in a sense, like just the slowness that, you know, you just want to, and I'm not saying you have to have sex really fast and it has to be really like, okay, let's put some music on and go to the beat of the music. It's like, but I'm just saying it's just weird, like the slow caressing, the word touching and caressing. It's just just do it and don't talk about it.
Well, I think, and that's what we touched on last week. I think if you don't plan making love, You don't plan it.
Well,
It
no,
just kind of happens, and that's what
Steven said. It's after you've done it, then you know.
That's
if it's
when you
made
know
love.
exactly. And it's in the moment if you're doing it like going slow and whatever, like then you are kind of whispering. And I don't know, but
I don't know how I started this whole whispering thing. I'm sorry, everyone. No, but don't you think?
kissing, being intimate, right?
But why?
Caressing and touching is kind of.
Right, but why did
It
the
sounds
doctor?
weird.
When the doctor brings that up, if these people were taking it serious, say these people were like really wanting to know what making love was, I feel bad when they leave because their doctor's saying these are all the things. So what if this guy goes home, or in general, just another one of his patients goes home, he makes a checklist, and he's like, okay, caressing, check, and he's like, okay, hold on, let me get my little notepad. And he's like on top of her, and he's like, okay, touching. Did I get to touching yet? Okay, touching. It's just, I mean, obviously no one's gonna do that, but there are men that really want to try, and maybe they really want to learn what that is, and then they get all creepy and in their heads. It's like, just go with it.
I think that's the thing. Kind of just go with it. And I think that was what Roger was trying to do with the dinner. He was trying to set the mood and get things going the right way.
But did it work?
No, they fell asleep. Well, they both fell asleep.
I know.
It wasn't even just Jenni. It was like they both did. It was all that for nothing. Even Snooki and Jionni are going to go home and have some fun, but I guess.
Can I ask what he made her for dinner?
Oh, okay. So this is what he made her for dinner. They called it chicken poulet bowl something, then a word after that. But chicken and poulet mean chicken.
mean the same
so it's like
thing.
chicken. Because they didn't understand that poulet means chicken, so they said chicken twice. It reminded me of that movie Mickey Blue Eyes. Did you ever see Mickey Blue Eyes? It's a long time ago. Okay, it's
You know I'm not good with these old.
I know. It's not that long. It's like from the 90s, but the restaurant's called The La Trattoria, so it's the Trattoria. And it reminded me of that. It's like chicken.
I mean, they just didn't know what. How do you say it? Is it poulet?
I don't know.
I don't.
Poulet?
I'm not good at French.
I would think it's like poulet.
Yeah.
Poulet. Maybe no T at the end.
There's no T. It's like a silent T.
Right.
But do you know, Steven?
How's it spelled?
Know how you say it?
Poulet.
Poilé.
Poulet.
Poulet.
Mole.
It's like PWA, like poilé.
Poulet.
Poulet.
That's not how they were saying it.
Well,
They had some great, to try and decipher the cook that they were watching on the internet, they had some great sayings.
Tell me some of them. What do you mean?
I'm trying to think. Well, like just the way he was saying, what were they make? They were making fun of all the words that he was saying.
Souffle à la chocolat.
Paprika.
Chocolate.
He said it differently because of his
yes.
accent.
Yeah, paprika.
And they were getting all these different things that he was saying completely wrong. When they were in the supermarket.
Yes.
And they were
Yes.
trying to find the
cumin.
Was that the one they
cumin?
were trying to find, and the guy in the supermarket didn't have any
quinoa,
idea.
Quinoa.
Didn't have any idea what he was
saying.
saying.
Quinoa instead of quinoa. But the guy at the store should have
known
that he was talking about
really
quinoa.
should have known that.
And I feel like the guy that was in the cameraman, he's like does a close up of quinoa and lets these two go running around looking for quinoa, bouncing into paper towels and everything. Just tell
her it's right there.
Yeah, get the close up and then say, hey, come on.
That's so me though.
You play hot and cold.
I'll
Okay,
be on
you
the
get hot.
aisle in the supermarket. It's right there, and I see every single one but the one I'm supposed to go for. And then I ask someone, "Oh, it's there." I was like,
Yeah.
Dang it, that's been right in front of me the whole
I
entire
know.
time.
That always happens to me. It's like, where's the bathroom? And it says bathroom. And I'm like, fuck. And then I'm like, I'm so sorry. It made your life so much more difficult. You're already getting, dealing
But
with people like
props
that all
to
day.
them for trying.
Yes, absolutely. I thought it was
They
adorable.
tried.
So,
But it would have been a perfect time to make love.
well, about
the
that though,
French
did you
mood.
think? So obviously they go, they have all the fun in the grocery store, Jionni and Roger. But then when they get back, they really, once again, Roger, he is so romantic to me. He's taking this serious as well. He took the babysitting serious. He's taking this very serious.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, I feel like out of the two, well, I don't know. I would say Jionni was taking it serious too. I guess they both were really taking it serious, and that was really cute. But I was really disappointed in Jenni's response, her
Right?
reaction.
Totally. Snooki was so cute. As soon as she went in and Jenni said something about Jionni, she was like, babe, like, where are you? Run up to him. He was standing there with open arms. She ran up to him, hugged him so tight, started crying.
Well,
'cause
anybody,
it was so
she obviously
cute.
could make any situation, obviously when someone's crying, everybody else is going to look like the dick no matter what, unless you're crying even harder.
But she didn't
still,
even do anything.
I
She
know.
barely, did she even give him a hug?
I don't think so. And I wonder if this is just her personality. is this maybe just how she is? You know, some people a little more
Yeah.
able to show emotion. Maybe she's just not as comfortable doing it.
Apparently not, because she just doesn't seem to
I
show.
feel bad.
Even when Snooki was like, give me a kiss, like, thank you so much, this is so cute, this is so good. She was barely even complimenting the food, and it took Snooki to say, thank you guys. Like, she said, thank you, Jionni. Then she was like, thank you, both of you.
Yeah, well, right. She said,
And
thank
then
you to both of you.
And then it took Jenni to say, oh yeah, thanks you guys.
Right.
I was
Maybe
like,
Jenni
wow.
was just foreseeing the giant mess that she was going to clean up that clearly Snooki and Jionni weren't going to help.
Yeah, they were like, peace.
That to me is like a huge no-no. I've never done that. Anytime anytime I've gone to anybody's house for anything, even if I know they don't need help, I always
still offer.
Always offer. And I'll just sometimes just throw myself in and I'll just start loading the dishwasher because that's to me one of the most classless things that you can do, to go to someone's house and then keep a mess and leave. I don't know if that was because maybe they wanted them to leave. They were like, listen, we really don't want you to stay. We have a cleaning person coming in the morning, or we really want to clean it. We really want to go to bed.
Really,
but even in that
I really want to
case-
clean all these dishes.
Yeah, even in that case, I still would be like, well, let me just help with something.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they had, and maybe they'd cleaned some of it up and helped at least get it
Maybe.
in the kitchen. I don't know, but yeah, they just kind of left, and then it was like, I don't want to clean this up. But they must have cleaned something up, because you don't leave plates and food and old everything on the table in the dining room.
You know
Surely
what we're talking
don't.
about, though.
But surely that's the most disgusting. Like,
Well, they have
you
dogs
don't-
too. You probably
ugh.
can't.
Yeah, that's nasty. You don't
Yeah.
leave like old plates of food that you don't even take to the kitchen. So maybe they took everything into the kitchen, and it was in, I don't know, the kitchen on the sides.
Right.
So it was partly done.
Yeah, right.
You
Well,
know.
I really wanted to see, Roger just feel really loved. I wanted to see him feel like so appreciated and feel like all that effort and hard work. It doesn't mean he has to get laid. Hey, in a perfect world, yeah, he would. But just something that was, I love you. This is amazing.
yeah.
She fell asleep, and
They
there's
didn't
always
even like
something.
cuddle. I feel like Jenni should have been the dog.
Yeah.
You know?
I
And
know.
the dog, and he was spooning the dog. Like,
Yeah.
he should have been spooning her.
I know.
And she won't.
They could. It would have been cute too if they
Sad.
did dessert upstairs. Maybe
Yeah,
if they brought their souffles home or something, and then the two of them could have gone upstairs and had their souffle with a glass of wine or something. I really think from the very beginning there should have been a dinner for just the two of them. And I know you would mention
Yeah.
that, but I think for the sake of entertainment, we needed to have the four of them there. And obviously, it was hilarious seeing them with the chef hats on in the kitchen cooking.
I think it just reinstated that Snooki and Jionni are a better couple. That's not better, but they're just tighter. Like, they're just a more loving couple. And it again just reiterated that Jenni and Roger kind of do have some intimacy problems, and I think they need to get a better therapist.
I don't know if it's for this show or not.
I don't think the therapist
I'm
is very
starting to
good.
think. I have been noticing more and more with reality TV how put together it is. Even last night on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, they all coincidentally have Blackberries when everybody in the world carries an iPhone now. And even if not, it's way too coincidental that every single housewife doesn't have an iPhone. They all have Blackberries. So I know the producers obviously are
Product
texting them.
placement.
One of my viewers commented to me that it was probably the producers.
And I'm sure they're
texting
getting
them.
and I'm sure they're
And
getting
endorsements, of
yeah,
course.
product placement. I'm
Product
sure they're
placement.
getting Blackberries giving them money to have. I mean, because
But my-
no one has a Blackberry anymore.
Right.
Everyone has.
I know,
iPhones.
I know,
And
but my
very
po-
few people have Blackberries. So just to get the Blackberry out there again and be on the
Oh
screen.
yeah,
and-
that's
because
that's
a lot of
not even my
people-
point. My
yeah.
point is really just that.
Yeah, sorry.
No. I just don't want people to get bored. No, I totally agree. It's totally product placement. But what I'm saying is, aside
It's
from
all-
that, the producers are telling them what to say, I think.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
last
completely.
night there was a special on E. Heidi Montag and Spencer Pratt
watched
Aftershock.
that
Did you
today.
watch it?
Yeah.
So you know, the whole show was fake.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that show religiously, and I am so disappointed. The entire show was fake. So, and that was an MTV show.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm wondering how much of this is staged.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, and I think that's the bottom line for all reality TV now. They have the storylines written for the show. I mean, that's just the way reality is. But you kind of have to do that to keep people interested, because as
And
sad
keep your
as it
paycheck.
is, but as sad as it is, reality isn't that interesting. For things to happen, especially on the Housewives, everything needs to be so dramatic to keep people watching. I think Snooki and Jwoww is more real just because there isn't as much drama. There isn't as many things happening. Maybe this whole therapist thing, maybe this is all scripted. And that could be, but I don't think that they're faking how non-intimate they are.
Really?
Because even, I don't know, just being around, I mean, I don't have a boyfriend, but when I did, I like wanted to hug him and, you know, just be a lovey and dovey and like, I don't know, it's
Lovey
my
and
boyfriend.
Dovey. I love you. Lovey and Dovey.
You know, and that's how Snooki and Jionni are. And maybe they're just not like that, but at some point you just want to give your boyfriend a kiss and or fiance and be like, hey, like, love you.
Right. Well, we also
know?
only get a glimpse into. Aww.
That was perfect timing.
That was perfect timing. You knew when I was going to say, oh. But it was so, I felt bad. I just feel like at this point, they're going to have to get some drama coming from something else because this is just, if this is real, the relationship probably won't last very long because now at this point, there's no more excuse. I feel like at the beginning it was a little bit of an excuse that Jenni had, which was he's not intimate, he's not romantic, all he wants to do is have sex. But now they mentioned tonight, Roger said jokingly, but he did say it in a matter-of-fact way. He said maybe we can have sex once a week, meaning they don't even have sex once a week. So they're not having sex anymore. He's now proven himself with the baby, you know, that he could babysit and he loves kids. He proved he wants to cook for her. He's being romantic. He's trying. He's putting the effort in. He didn't even want to go to that doctor, and he's doing everything for her. And still, nothing's changed on her half, on her part.
I think it just shows that they don't have sex. They're not intimate. There's no romance. I think it kind of boils down to what we were talking about last week, and it's like, is she truly into this relationship? And I don't know if she is.
Well, what do you guys think? Can you log on to our iTunes or our YouTube? You guys have been so great commenting, and we've learned so many things from you. You bring up so many things from Jersey Shore. I've never seen Jersey Shore. I've only seen maybe 2 episodes, so I'm always learning from your comments. If you could rate us, give us 5 stars if you like what we're doing. We read every single comment. We really do want to deliver what you want to hear, so we'd really appreciate it if you let us know. And also, if you want to let us know what you think of Jenni and Roger's relationship and if it's headed in a bad direction or if it's headed in, you know, if there's some light at the end of the tunnel.
There is
we
hope
want to know.
for them.
Hopefully there's hope because they have they have the house, they have all the things that usually couples have to worry about, financial situations, and some couples can't get pregnant, and there's a lot of things, but they're so blessed. So I don't know why they couldn't just find a way to see whatever they first saw in one another when they first started dating. Not so much Roger because he loves her to death, but there's something there that's stopping her.
I'm trying to think back to Jersey Shore because she was dating somebody else and they'd been dating for a long time and then they broke up and she started dating Roger. And I'm trying to think back. I'll have to watch some old episodes at how they were together and how they interacted because that would be really interesting to. I can picture the guy in my head, but I can't remember. Because Snooki and Jionni have always Snooki and Jionni have always been cute. They've right now the only thing I can picture together, they were in Italy and they had a huge argument. That's the only but they had a cute, I don't know, they're both small and cute. I think they just fit well together.
They do.
But I'm gonna watch some old episodes of Jersey Shore for sure and see how Jenni and her ex-boyfriend interacted because that'd be interesting.
I love the way I love the way that she cried because it was so heartfelt and she was so appreciative.
And at first we were like, wait, is she actually crying?
But she was. It was so adorable and he probably felt so loved. And it hurt, you know, typically our human behavior is we'll laugh whenever something is like if we're sad or if we feel maybe inferior in a situation or we feel, you know, he didn't feel very appreciated. Roger didn't feel appreciated. It may have been a little embarrassing. Like they're on national television. He's not getting really much appreciation. So he makes a joke out of it. He's like, my girl walks in and she's like, hey, what's up? And your girl walks in and she's jumping for joy. And this was my idea. Yeah. And he made a joke, but you could see it really hurt.
No, totally. I mean, it has to. This was his idea. But I think that the problem is it should have been just Roger and Jenni. I think she may have appreciated it more if it was just those two. Because how romantic can you be when your best friend and her boyfriend are sat there? You know?
I know. I was thinking
Like,
about double
truly,
dates.
how romantic. And the roses were sweet. The balloons that Snooki took home.
I know. I know.
It was kind of Jionni seemed to take credit for most of it.
You think so?
I don't think he meant to, but I think everyone just assumed that it was Jionni that did everything because Gianni's kind of the more
domestic one.
Yeah, and I don't think Jenni for 1 minute thought that this is Roger's idea. He did put a lot of work into it. Found the video, cut the chicken.
Yes, that's disgusting.
And I just don't think that she thought this could have been Roger.
Right.
And I think that's what let him down.
I think it was just as sweet.
Not let
and
him down
sincere.
because he did a great job.
Right.
Of it.
I think it was just as sweet that he knew that he didn't have the capability to cook something delicious, and he wanted to reach out to Jionni. That is so cute. When because as a man, men, I could do anything. I could do this. He's like, listen, I know I'm really not that good. Will you help me? That was so cute.
Yeah, I thought that was cute too. He was just like, I'm just not even gonna think that I can do this by myself. I'll just go ahead and ask him.
Right. And
No.
I mean, yeah, but not really.
Sorry, guys. 1 sec.
Okay.
Having some microphone issues.
You guys continue with the show. I gotta step out for 1 sec.
Okay. Got it.
No,
so you know what's interesting too? The DNA test. So
okay.
I share the same mind. I love it. Yeah. Guys, did you all know? I mean, I did not know that you would need a blood test for DNA test, but then when they said that, I'm like, oh, must be saliva or something. But the fact that they can find out if you're Jewish, I would be so happy if I found out I was Jewish. I want to get a DNA test now and make sure that it's no Jewish in me because I love Jewish people. They're so successful and they're awesome. That
was really
I just
really weird. And even that was the smartest thing I think she said on this episode.
Oh my gosh, I know. She's like,
wait, can you be tested for being Jew? Like,
right.
Is Jewish, is that in your blood?
Well, it's not a blood test, and maybe it's in your saliva. Yeah, that's Jewish saliva. King David's saliva right there. I mean, I don't know. A little bit of Moses in you. I don't know. But Jesus is our dad, and he's Jewish, so I guess it makes sense.
Does everyone have a bit of Jewish in them?
We all have a Jewish dad, so it makes sense, right?
So
I don't know. That was cool.
Yeah, that was really interesting.
We didn't get the results, though, did we? No, we didn't get the results. I'm not.
And it didn't show that it's going to be on next week's episode either.
We'll got to find out what's going on with that. Because I'm like, did I fall asleep for 5 minutes? Because I didn't hear any results.
They didn't get. Well, it takes, when you get saliva. Is that all they do for a DNA test? They just take your saliva?
I think so. I think they just maybe they take samples under your fingernails too or something like that. Because I know I watch a lot of that detective stuff.
Law and Order.
No,
kind of
like real stuff.
Oh.
like real things. Like no, I don't know what
First 48.
Yes, I love the first 48. I'm always like on the clock. I'm like, damn it, we have 10 minutes left. Find this rapist. No, I know. I love. But that was so cool. And the baby was so
really
funny.
Interesting.
The baby, Lorenzo looks over at his mom when she's getting the DNA test, and he's like, little Pillsbury Doughboy. He's
so cute.
He is so cute.
I'm interested to see. What does she think? She wants to know if she's 100% Chilean. Chilean, right?
I would definitely want to know what I am.
Yeah, for sure. Me too.
Yeah. I feel like that would be very, very important.
I feel like she could be all Chilean.
Yeah.
And she's just been brought up in the Italian way.
Right. Right.
But that'll be cool to know. For sure.
For sure. Yeah. So what else could we at this point? I feel like sometimes we stretch it out a little bit.
We were talking about when Jwoww, when they were swearing, when Snooki just couldn't help herself but swear. She was really trying not to cuss in front of the kids.
Yes.
And she said swearing is how you express yourself.
Right.
And you were like,
oh, that's me.
Totally.
No, I'm from Boston. I'm a truck driver. Every other word out of my mouth is F-U-C-K. But I've tried to fix it out here because people look at you like, oh my God, what are you? What's wrong with you?
Where did you come from?
But that's how we express ourselves. Everything is, in a good way and a bad way.
Well, everything's
swearing
definitely
is very
more
passionate.
Yeah, it's more passionate, and you really get your point across when you say.
You definitely get your
fucking
point across. That's for sure. Fuck that. Fuck you. Okay. Let's get into some predictions. Oh, I love you. I fucking love you.
See, that was, I believed you.
I know, because it came from the gut, from the belly button.
Such pretty lights.
Lights, camera. Okay, go. What do you think?
Well, I'm excited to see if she's 100% Chilean or not, or she has some Jewish in her. Or
Hope
who
they
even
show
knows?
that next week. Wasn't in the previews.
It didn't seem like. It seemed like it was just their vacation. Gianni's never heard that you could milk a pig.
I thought, like Robert De Niro says, you can milk anything with nipples. And
But I'm just thinking, because you milk a cow.
right, but you can milk a pig, I think, can't you?
If an animal nurses, you can milk it.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
I've
gosh,
never
this
really
is so
heard of,
reminds me
like-
of the movie.
Because I was making fun of him, but then I'm
Meet
like,
the
wait,
Fockers.
a pig.
Not Meet the Fockers, the first one. Meet the Parents. You saw Meet the Parents?
Yeah.
Okay, finally, this girl's
It's a
seen
movie I've
something.
seen.
You know, when Robert De Niro goes, I have nipples. Can you milk me? But he clearly can't nurse. So
Yeah.
we can produce
But-
milk, but Steven can't. But we could feed people. All right, anyway, getting off this subject of milk.
But yeah, their vacation looks like they're at a ranch. Is that where it is?
I don't know. Why don't they have some? I just hope. I predict that they have a boring, like in terms of the vacation spot. It's not going to be what I would consider awesome. If I had their money, I would be on a yacht somewhere.
Right? I feel like that would be so much more interesting than they were fishing and
I would
milking
want
a pig.
Yeah,
It's like,
I want to go to a hot island because they are on the East Coast, but it's summertime too there for them. So maybe
a cruise?
I hate cruises. People
but
always
that-
get thrown overboard. It scares me.
No, they don't.
A lot of times
oh
they
my
do.
Gosh.
A lot of times they do, and
I've
there's just
never
too much
heard
food.
of a story. That's the best part.
You think so? I feel like it's all you do is I remember just being so sick. I'm like, oh my god, the water's just going like this, and you're eating, and then it's just like this, and you're eating, and you're like, oh. And then it's just a very
great.
small confined space that you live
Yeah.
in. Yeah,
But
I'm
I've
not a
never
cruise
heard of
person.
somebody being thrown overboard. But can you not imagine them being on a cruise? That would be so. I could
would be
just
funny.
Picture them all. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, it would be funny.
All right,
know?
Ashley, most romantic getaway, go.
That I've been on, or that I think
To
would be,
like just
Bora Bora.
I really want to think about
my
this.
Gosh,
I would
that
say
looks
like
so pretty.
I would say a yacht just chartered just for me and my significant other. Just a yacht that goes all over the world.
That would be cool.
But a yacht like that I'm just on with him and like people that like cooks and really cool things like that.
that would be cool.
Yeah. And not people that could throw me overboard.
as a matter of fact, we don't need him either. Just a yacht.
Actually,
like
just a yacht for me, myself, and I. And my nipples. My milk. Just that's all I want.
It sounds fun.
Yeah. Well,
Sounds
thanks, everyone. Oh, where can we find you, Charlotte?
Road to Making It on Instagram and Twitter.
Miss Ashley Daniels on Instagram and Twitter. Copied.
Sounded good.
We love you guys. Thanks. Thanks for
Bye.
tuning in. Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.